So, Larry, you wanted to know about the significance of the badges. Well, this one here, the green one, it's called the green badge. The cabbies call it the green badge. It's a London taxi badge. This actually tells you that I'm a professional London taxi driver. And when you get in a London cab, the cab driver would always have this on his person. The second badge, as you can see that they're getting the right way up, is the City of London tour guiding badge. That signifies that I'm a professional tour guide. Now, what does it signify? Well, you've got the red cross there, and that's our patron saint, St. George. And then we have the short sword of St. Paul, and then the heraldic dragon there, which is the protector of the City of London. And then we have the Roman Gallia there, which is the Roman helmet. And of course, the Romans were the first and only invaders of the City of London. Even Mr. Hitler couldn't do that job. We're going to turn around now. We've got the Abbey in front of us. And of course, my friend Larry here has just pointed out a fact that I didn't know. And wow, you guys from the States are going to love this. I don't know if we can scroll up, Larry. We've got the statue there, just above the pediment there. We've got, if you count from the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is actually Martin Luther King. You got it? Yeah. And you can see the little boy just at his feet there. So, and if you know your history, well, that's going to be important to you. We're going to take a little trip more around now. We're going to probably go to Downing Street, see where our Prime Minister, Mr. Boris Johnson, resides, and then go on to Trafalgar Square. See you soon. To the left of us is 10 Downing Street, the official residence of the Prime Minister of the day, namely Boris Johnson as is. One of the greatest Englishmen to reside here in the 20th century was Sir Winston Churchill, and it was here that he orchestrated his finest achievement, the defeat of Hitler in the Second World War and the death of Nazism. The tour of London also brings in the Churchill War Rooms, which is literally a stone's throw from number 10, and gives a fascinating insight into the strategies used by government ministers and Churchill in planning the defeat of Hitler. This secret basement is also known as the Cabinet War Rooms. Trafalgar Square gives its name to the Battle of Trafalgar, a naval engagement fought in 1805 by the British Royal Navy and its celebrated hero, Admiral Lord Nelson. The battle was part of the Napoleonic Wars of 1803 to 1815. The arrow to the right shows one of London's landmark churches, St. Martin's in the Fields, where there is a fantastic cafe in the crypt as well as a beautiful church. The arrow to the left is pointing to the National Gallery, which is a free museum and houses some of the most important artworks in the world, namely Vermeer, Titian, Cézanne, Monet, Rembrandt, and the sunflowers of Vincent van Gogh. We're swinging by Buckingham Palace now, but more of that later. For all our American friends out there, Benjamin Franklin, that's the name you're going to know. Well, he lived here, and you can actually visit this house when you come on a London singing cabbie tour. You can go right through this door here, and there's artifacts there from that time explaining who the guy was. Well, you know who he was, but how he lived in London when he was here. Now, what we're looking at here is a London taxi shelter. And this shelter is where taxi drivers, and only taxi drivers, can meet up and eat and frequent. See our friend here, Darius. Say hello, Darius.
Hello.
And Darius is cooking me up a nice chicken and mushroom soup. Now this shelter here, we're gonna pan around and show you what it's all about. This is a cabin shelter. And tell me if this is true, Darius.
Yes.
How many people, London cabbies? London cabbies can only sit in this place,
Yes,
right?
that's correct. London cabbies are allowed to sit inside, have a cup of tea or just break.
Yeah. And you make meals for the guys?
Yep.
Yeah, and how many people can it sit? About there?
It's coming comfortable about 10. Comfortable.
About comfortable about 10.
Yeah, about 10, yeah.
Yeah. And how old is this cab, Shelby?
I mean, the first one was 1864, and this one I think it was just before 1900, if I'm correct.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And you've got some cabbies even from 1864 that come in here. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got still a few regulars, yeah. From this time, yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
No worries.
We've travelled west alongside the River Thames onto our last port of call to Tower Bridge and the Tower of London. Tower Bridge was opened on the 30th of June 1894. It took 8 years for the construction to complete. Built with movable roadways, the two side spans on the bridge lift to create a seesaw effect that lets passing ships too tall for the bridge itself to pass through. When Tower Bridge was first built, it was raised between 20 to 30 times a day. Today it opens between 2 to 3 times. You can book a guided tour showing the history and the workings of one of the world's most famous bridges. The Tower of London was built by William I in or around 1078, the first building being the White Tower, that's the inner building. It is one of London's most visited attractions. To get the full experience, you must take a guided tour with one of the Omen Warders, or also known as the Beefeaters. The tour begins every hour and are part of the admission ticket, and there is no need to book in advance. Make sure you give yourself half a day for the experience. A boat trip beside the tower is a must after the finished tour. The cruise along the Thames is a wonderful and different way to see London. Thanks for being part of the Singing Cabbie experience. We're going to pop inside now and we're going to pop the champagne. Let's go. Thanks for joining the Singing Cabbie experience. We've come to the best bit, or one of the best bits of the tour. We're going to pop open the champagne now. I've got one glass. I'm just waiting for my romantic friend to come and join me. I'm going to see you again real soon. Bye now.